Hello everyone, it's BT again. We're back here at Satisfactory. So I want to start getting more into this stuff. So I need to be able to make computers. I need 200, 200, 1,000, and 100. So select that milestone so I can see it up in the corner. And I can go grab some stuff. I know I brung some plastic and rubber over here because I let the oil refinery run a little bit. Still haven't made it look nice or anything. So I'm just going to grab a few of these because I don't know if I'm going to need more. I probably will to unlock some of the other stuff. And then I need at least 1,000 of that. And then I think I stuck it in here. Yep. So stack of both of those. Send this off. And Bob's your uncle.
Milestone. The truck allows.
Alright, so see if I remember. Circuit boards, yes. Cable, yes. Plastic, yes. Screws. Alright, so basically I have... Wait, how do I make circuit boards again? Alright, easily done. So, I'm going to take half of this. Uh, like so. And come up here and get some of my other supplies. And then I'm going to start working on making the circuit boards, and then I'll make the computers afterwards. I'm just going to manually do it. I don't want to set up a thing. I'll sit here and AFK it. But in case nobody knows, if you hit spacebar and just let go, it will automatically do its thing and you don't have to sit there and hold it. For the longest time, I just sat there and held the mouse on the button. But you can just hit spacebar and leave it and it does its thing. So I'm going to make a whole bunch of circuit boards and then I'll do the same thing and make the computers. And I'll be back after I get a nice little stockpile of computers. Alright, so back, made some computers and also some heavy frames. And let's take a look. So I'm gonna definitely need this, but I don't have enough for it yet. I don't even have enough for that yet either. Oof. Uh, let's go and get this. If I have the resources. Let's see. What was it? Because I'm definitely gonna need this in a second. And then 1,000 copper. I'm gonna have to sit and actually make more computers and heavy frames. Not too big of a problem. I was thinking I had enough, but I didn't do the math right. Or knew I had enough to get the unlock with the computers. I didn't check the heavy frames though for some reason. For the trains. So we'll send that off. And this is for
Milestone
the
reached. Imp-
improved pipes, which I'll need for probably my next endeavor, which is making a really big fuel system that makes plastic and rubber. And the area over there, there's a ton of oil. So I'll probably use like the pure and normals for uh like plastic and rubber, but then I may end up doing like use the impures to make extra gas for like cans and the gunpowder, smokeless gunpowder, and I'll end up needing this for that. So what else? So it's 100 here, 50, and then this is 50 and 100. So I need 150 of both. All right. So let me go and get 150 of both of those, I guess. I'll see you guys in a second. Did a bit of running around and I've been collecting hard drives to try to unlock uh turbo fuel, but I haven't been able to get it yet. Still have a bunch of hard drives on me. Uh Also collected some slugs. I built some of these, but I also found a bunch of them from crash sites. But let's go ahead and unlock the monorail here. Basically, I came up with what I want to do here soon. So I need,
Milestone reached. In
yeah, yeah,
addition,
I need the monorail so I can build a train to go over there and stuff. Because this little guy takes forever. But I also need to be able to transport items back and forth and not have to do it myself. Uh, I am gonna end up unlocking this as well, the packager. I'll probably end up unlocking just about all this stuff. Besides like the jetpack and the gas mask, I don't really need those right now. But I'm gonna end up getting all this stuff. I'm gonna try to get turbo fuel from this little guy, but haven't been having much luck. I've been getting stuff like let's see. I got cast screws, so that's probably the recipe I'm gonna end up using instead of having to make iron bars. And then the screws just go straight from the ingots to the screws. And then I can just set up a whole system with that and make it a lot easier for me when I go over there because I screwed up even when I made that over there because I never did factor in like I have to make uh rods for the screws. I was just gonna like siphon some of the rods off of the one line making the rods and make screws, but now I can just have its own little section. And then what else did I get? I think that's it for just the single guys. The double guys, I got a bunch of different. I think I had this one bolted, which is just like making it more efficient, well, quicker. But then there's also this one that doesn't take screws, so I may end up using it. I'm not sure yet. Uh, then there's also these guys, which I'll probably end up using the steel one, just because you get more of them. I think starts 60 seconds, 24. Well, this will be easier because then I won't have to be transporting a ton of screws. I'm trying to get away from having to use a bunch of screws because, yeah, they can become a pain. And then I have two different circuit board ones. But I probably won't use either, just use the regular one. Or if anything, use this one. Yeah, I may end up using that one because I have silica over here. But I don't use it for anything. And then manufacturer, I don't think I unlocked anything with it. Let me grab some plastic so I can actually set one down. Trying to just get my bearings on what is going to happen. Alright. Not enough clearance. I don't know if I got any of these. Yeah, I don't have any of these unlocked yet. Basically, I've just been running around trying to get the recipe for turbo fuel because that's going to be my next venture, I think. Because if you just do straight fuel generators, it's okay, but if you go like the turbo route, you get a whole bunch more power out of it. So I was figuring about doing that, and then I also need to run a train line, so I'm going to continue unlocking these guys. So I'll probably unlock this and this one. I may, I don't know about that one. But I'll unlock some of those and these, and then I'll be back with you guys. It seems like I messed up, and sulfur has turbo fuel underneath it. So I saved one hard drive to do this. So let's research that really quickly. And then I turned in all the other hard drives to get the other combines. And then I also did all these other tiers. I have this, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that as well. I just set up
RFD inflated your pocket.
a refinery over there where my little plastic and rubber is. And it takes the heavy oil residue, turns it into fuel, and then it packages it. And then I have a constructor over there making the plastic containers to feed the packager. It's somewhere there. And that's how I got the package fuel, if you're wondering. And what's it take to make this? I'm gonna go ahead and make this. That way I can actually have something that will let me go up and down, even though it's not the hover pack. It's body, no back. Ooh. Alright, so that's cool. And now I have the turbo fuel. Don't think I actually have stuff on me. I have to get some beams. And I'll go back here and we'll make one of these guys because I want to look at turbo fuel. Alright, so it takes fuel and compacted coal. So I'll have to make compacted coal, which I have an idea on how to do. Because I have sulfur back here, and I have way too much coal going to this truck stop. So I may take one of these lines and make a little area over here to make compacted coal. And then when I make my train, I can send it over there to the area to make the turbo fuel. And by the looks of it, I'm going to have to make it in parts because it's going to get very big and I don't have the resources to build a whole bunch of these at once because I don't have a machine making motors for one, and then I also need a bunch of these and I don't have machines making those either. So The idea is I'm probably going to get a 600 pipe of oil and then start making one section for this because I'm going to be taking the oil to make plastic and rubber, and then the heavy oil residue will be put into this guy, which is going to have packaged water. That's going to make more fuel because 30 to 60. And then what's the regular one? 60 to 40. So basically, so 60 to 40. This one's, it gives me like 2.5 times. Or no, wait. So double. Oh, it gives a lot more fuel. And then I'll be taking that fuel and adding it to compacted coal to make turbo fuel. And the turbo fuel will be the thing that's fueling my generators. So, I may actually want to make a train over here before I even start doing that. What's it take to make these guys again? So basically, I just need one of each. So that's not too bad. I have that. I'll need 2 of those and 2 of these. So I should have enough to make the stuff pretty easily. Interesting. It's just getting it all put together. Because this will be like, right now this one's 60, but I do have shards and stuff if I need to bump this up, or I can just not make as much, depending on what I need. I'll have to look. I may have to get more coal and try to figure it all out. Do all that math. But that's the goal for the near future. Because like I said, my power is getting close. I need to start producing uh the good energy. And with there being so many oil things over here, it's going to be pretty massive, the layout for this fuel. So I'm probably just going to use like the pure and the normals to make that whole system, and then the impures I'll use for the other stuff I may need. Like if I just need a machine to make uh the packaged gas or whatever fuel, I can have a setup for that, and then I have a setup for the this stuff right here. Not the black gunpowder, but the one that's underneath here, which is the smokeless powder. So I'll probably have like 2 setups over there for that. I'm just trying to get all my thoughts together for the whole setup because it's going to be very big. Very, very big. Because this is one generator or one refinery. Uh, that's a package here. Or wait, 2 refineries. So 3 refineries chain into the turbo fuel. And then I'm also going to have a bunch of water pipes that I'm making packaged water with. That's going and feeding these. Oh boy. Yeah. So packaged water to feed into this. And then this will be, because when I unpackage it, it's going to be giving back the containers. So I'll have to have like a double setup for packagers. So it'll be like a enclosed loop, I guess. And then the heavy oil residue will be coming from just making the rubber and plastic. And then I was hoping I'd get the alternate recipe for recycled plastic. That way it'd take fuel and rubber and make plastic with it, because I'm gonna have to use some of my plastic. But I should be producing so much that it's not gonna matter anyways. Oh boy. Alright, well, let me think about what I'm gonna do, and I'll be right back. So I did some math, and I believe each section that I'm gonna be doing for the fuel generators, I'm gonna need 400 uh compacted coal. So if I go ahead and get that, we'll see. And put this on all these guys. I got 16 assemblers here. And 16 times 25 is 400. I went and did a little bit of maneuvering for now for the resources. So these are just like normal nodes for coal. I boosted them up to 300. So I got 300 and 300. And that one's splitting over there and coming this way. So ideally, that's going to run there and here. So this is going to be a 450 line for now, which is more than enough. So, and then the rest of it runs to that truck station that takes it over there to power all my trucks. And then I also ran a sulfur line, which is up here, and I just boosted it to 400 for now. And the reason I just did a 400 setup right now is because that's all I need. But if I just copy this setup right here and then bring it over here, I should have enough room that I won't hit this guy. And I could just set it here and then just have one machine running at like only making 5. And that would make 780 for a 780 line. But I'm gonna have this stuff all hooked up, making compacted coal. And then I'm gonna have it come over here to a train station, and I'm gonna run a line all the way over to where the oil and stuff is, and I'll probably make it, double lane, but for now I think I'm just gonna have it single coming in here, and then I could just add 2 more stations for extra coal and sulfur for when I need to expand this to make the other thing bigger, if I go to do that. But the only thing left really is putting these conveyor belts on, or lifts, and hooking the power and stuff up. And I did the math on how much this is going to be doing. like just a 600 thing of oil, I'm gonna have 111 fuel generators. And then I think I'm gonna have a packager, well, constructor making plastic containers, and a packager packaging up the extra turbo fuel, because it's a weird number. It's 111.111111. So if I just set up a constructor and a packager, I can package up the 0.111 go on and just sync it. That way the system won't back up and I won't be producing too much and everything will run smoothly, hopefully. That's the idea. Alright, so that's done now. And the only thing left is I'm going to put conveyor lifts here. I'm going to do it so like here, and then we'll come out to here. Hopefully that will work. Does that work? Nope. Oops. How about this one? Does that one work? Actually, I can get this to work. I just have to put those in the right spot. Alright, so this is exactly like right there. And this one is about there. It's going to be into it a little bit, but you won't ever notice. Alright, so now if I come down here and hook up 2 lines, all like so. That's a fast line. And then all I should have to do is power these guys. And put the mergers over here. Hopefully I got enough power in my system to be doing this. I should be good. This. Oh, I didn't. I thought I set all these. Did I accidentally undo them? Or did I just copy one that didn't have a setting? That might have been what I did. Alright, well, let me hook all the power up. And, well, that side's already done. So hooked all this up. And then I'll make it easier to tell which ones have the settings set. Because either they're running or they're not. So if I do that, it turns green. Alright, so oops. Bet you that's what happened. Accidentally, oops, did it again. My finger hit the wrong key. And accidentally copied one of the other ones. Alright, so why isn't this getting enough resources? Is it just not filled up all the way yet? I think that's what it is. Alright, so let's quickly do this. That way. And then we just gotta hook these up. Easy peasy. And then I'm probably gonna build a train rail off screen and set that up. That goes from here all the way over there to wherever I'm gonna build my setup for the fuel, and get that all set up for starting the next video, which is taking a 600 line of oil and turning it into power with turbo fuel and everything, and the whole extra fuel and stuff with the diluted water and for fuel. All this should be going now. So now I just need to connect all these. And then we should have plenty of compacted coal for the system I'm building. And also with like 111 fuel generators, I think I'm going to be good with power for a little bit. I'll probably make the one section, then I may end up making it bigger later on, but it depends on if I go that route or if I just go and do nuclear power. And I also need to start making everything look nicer, but I'm still trying to get everything set up, seeing as how I just got the train unlocked, which I've been waiting for. Next time, I'm not gonna, like, for some reason I had the bright idea to use a ton of trains in this thing, this playthrough. So, I've been planning like all my builds and stuff in my head based off of having trains. And I totally forgot that it's like a tier 6 to get trains. So I had to get all the stuff built up just to be able to... Alright, so I'm consuming down here. I have a bunch of stuff plugged in, but it's not running, I believe. So as long as I don't start running stuff, I should be okay. But worst case scenario, I just unplug some of this factory stuff until I can get the other guy hooked up, or the other fuel generators. But now that I got this hooked up, I can go start planning the next part after I run a train line. Technically, I should be okay, because these are only going to come out to here. So even if the train comes back here, it's going to be okay. I'll probably do like something like that, going that way. Get the train out here, and then feed a line over here to the train, send it off this way. But I plan on having it parallel, so kind of like so. So there will be two train lines running. But I am thinking about just leaving this like a one-stop train thing. And then just have it go straight. And then when it's coming back out, go over there and go to the right side, which would be the side going that way. But we'll do that probably off screen, get all that set up. And all that fun stuff. But hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video when I'm doing the turbo fuel setup. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed, maybe learned something. I know there's a lot of jumping around in this video, I'm sorry. But hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next one.